Man, it's the 5th season of The Chi. Not too many shows, not too many shows reach that mark. Like, what's some things that you've been doing, like in the writer's room and creatively, to kind of keep this fresh?
Man, it's just really well. Like, so every season of the show, low key, if you notice, is kind of a different genre, and that's like what we do to keep it fresh for us. Just switching it up. Because like I took over season 3 and. I just wanted to I've been there the whole time, but season 3 is when I started running it. And it was like, what can we do to just like shake it up, And so we kind of made it this thriller / mystery, and in season 4, it was like, all right, like, how do we talk about all of the shit that's going on in the community, but like not in the way that other shows are going to do it, in a way that like is organic to the show and not reaching. It was like, oh shit, we got this crazy mayor. Like, we could show what it looks like to actually defund the police. Like, a lot of people are saying it, but like, what's the practical application of a city of people trying to do that? So like, we did that. And this season, we just feel fortunate enough that like people have been rocking with us long enough, and we got these characters that we're going to lean into these relationships. And this season is low key like a soap, which is I think fun and messy.
Hey, I like that. We played Cameron. We played a song from Cameron from Purple Haze. He says on one of the songs, it's a ghetto soap opera. So like, that's really what The Chi is going for.
Hey, man, Cam is one of my favorite. I like rappers where you can't get this nowhere else. Like, if you want to hear Cam, you gotta go to Cam. Like, it's no Cam light. Nowhere.
Yeah, it's like a real style master. Like, he just he got his own style. Like, that's one of the reasons why he's one of my favorite rappers. Like, he always kind of fluctuates in my top 5, is because like he's really unique in how he raps, and like you can't rap like him.
No, not at all. Not at all. Were there any, or have there been any shows? Because I mean, you've pretty much like, you've been working on black shit. Let's just be clear. I'm gonna talk to you like you my nigga here. Like, you've been working on black shit.
No, for sure.
Snowfall.
Like super white shit. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to transition.
Bro, I was like, this nigga did Superstore. I said, nigga, get out of here. This nigga doing some black shit now. How you go from Snowfall to The Chi, like, and but the thing is that you've been on kind of both ends of it. You've been on kind of like, just really super serialized drama, and all the way to, another serialized drama that you've been changing every season. How have there been any struggles with you trying to keep an authentic black story on television?
I mean, there's always struggles, but like, the good thing is it's worth the struggle, right? Like, you get the story like this, stories like these, and it's more responsibility than anything. Now, of course, you're not going to get it right, but like, you get in there and you fight and we argue to just make sure that we're doing, something that's authentic.
Right.
People may not, like it, but at least like, you want it to be grounded in reality.
Right. And I mean, like that, and that's super tough, because it's like we get so much bullshit on TV. So when you get stuff that kind of breaks through it, you get the Atlantas, and you get, FX kind of running it up as far as like shit like that goes. But it's like, but Showtime's doing it. I see Stars doing it too. Like the power shit, that's a black soap right there.
Yeah, that is not playing. He's not playing.
Have you come across
running it up?
Have you come across, like, he seems to be in like a buying frenzy? He got Monique, all that stuff. Have you guys come across paths or anything lately?
No, not yet. I haven't been fortunate enough to cross his path, but you know what I mean. I know some people that are rocking with him, and they're all very happy. He's handling business over there.
Yeah, I mean, you go from Snowfall, you could go to BMF. Maybe you could, what I'm saying.
Hey man, it's funny because we like, since we on the block, I wanted to be on BMF so bad, like.
Oh man.
So like, cause I went to University of Michigan, right? But it took me 6 years because like I was in Detroit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is, like, when I was there, it was the street lords who were really running shit. Like, rest in peace, Blade Icewood. And BMF was like there, but not, you know what I mean? But like, let's just say like the presence was felt. And so like, I was particularly invested in them getting that story right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm glad you brought up just Michigan and Detroit. Like, have you gotten to like the Detroit film scene? Have you seen any of these movies?
Hey, man.
No, I'm telling you, go on. It's crazy. This is an Amazon plug. Prime has all the Detroit films, and they're amazing. Buffed Up is a classic.
Sneakiest hashtag.
People don't know. Hey, people don't. people don't know. I got a pair of white buffs and a pair of charcoal buffs.
Realest nigga in Hollywood right here, man. Realest nigga.
Hey, you got it, man. You got to be like, it just do something to your spirit.
Yeah.
And you go into a meeting and they don't know who you are. You got to throw in the buff so you know who you are. Like,
hey,
that's the real shit.
Let's drop one. Let's drop two. Let's drop two for that one, man. And speaking of these rooms, I hate to sound like Pimp C here, but speaking of these rooms that we be in, as a creative, like me and Josh, we love to talk about just having that, the creative struggle as being young black men in Hollywood, in the music industry, in entertainment. I'm in like fucking tech, all this shit. I'm sure you've been in a situation where you're the only one that looks like you in the room. Like, how has it been navigating that, particularly in Hollywood, which is something that I have no clue anything about?
It's been tough. It's been tough because like really pretty good at sort of navigating those situations, but every now and then, like perfect example, like when I had my meeting. I've never had a staff job before. I'm getting my meeting on Superstore. And like, for those, in the Midwest that know, so like the first time, like I took a year off from school, like I worked, at the store called Meyer. It's like a big box store. Mm-hmm. So I'm interviewing, and he's like, oh yeah, the showrunner's like, oh yeah, so you, oh, so you worked at this is perfect. So you know what's going on. He's like, yeah, unfortunately I haven't had the opportunity to work at a store like this. I was like, you mean fortunately? And he was like, and he looked at me and I was like, oh, I think I just blew it. Like, and then, but I kind of did blow it because they didn't ask me back to that show once I got the job because they had this fantastic actor. And they like had him, but he was like supposed to love sneakers, right?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, so he loves sneakers, but like he got on Team Jordan. Like,
man.
Oh man.
This is like unacceptable. And then they were like, well, no, and they show me the budget. And I'm like, you getting finessed. Like if somebody is telling you, I'm like, these are Team Jordans. There's no way nobody spent $500 on these. Like, and then it was just like, now I'm a problem because I'm like,
because you pointing out the authentic shit. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like,
but that's where it's tough.
Shit like that.
That's where it's tough. Where it's just like you got to tell them. We always got to be the ones that tell other niggas, particularly white niggas, but you got to tell other niggas like what's really good. Like I remember I would sometimes I go on campus and stuff like that, and I'm just like, man, like I see people just wearing shit that I know they would not wear if like if you know what I'm saying, like culturally. Like, why are you wearing Balenciagas, man? You work in tech. Like, what are you doing, bro? That shit is weird to me. Like, it's definitely a learning experience, but it's also kind of like shell shock, where it's like, hey, like when we're born and from where we come from, all of us where we come from, it's like we're used to things running a certain way, but when we get in #these rooms, it's like, oh no, it's a whole different type of shit going on right here.
The biggest thing for me was the passive aggression.
Yes,
I was like, oh, like it's like, are we beefing? Like,
it's crazy.
You're like,
man, that happens. It's crazy how that happens, and it's like, yo, we're all trying to get to a better goal. Like I try to tell my team all the time. It's like if I'm critiquing something or coming from a cultural stance, I'm trying to make it best so the output is greater.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about the egos in the room. Like I'm just trying to make sure this is a good product, and it's crazy how some people don't understand that and get like offended.
But you know what though? But I've been like super blessed because like I was a writer's assistant on Scandal, right? So I got to see how Shonda,
bro, you are
handled business.
All nigga shows.
No, but I'm really curious about how Shonda handles those rooms because those are the rooms she's in and she thrives in.
No, but this is what I learned. Like Shonda, she have her shit together and she does not play games. So like by the time it came to Scandal, she was already like, she would tell a network like, look, I gave y'all Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy is for y'all. Scandal is for me. So when it comes to notes, you're welcome to attend the table read so you know what's happening. But, I don't really need your input, And I was like, damn, it can like get to that point, And then like I worked on, Snowfall with, rest in peace, John. And this is a lot what people don't know about John. John was in the room every day, season 3.
Wow.
And, don't have to be. He was in the room, standing up, arguing, fighting, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like just
trying to get the
like
best
the
product.
most passionate person. Yeah, he like, this shit gotta be real. This shit gotta be real.
Yeah.
And then working with Lena on The Shy, like she's just not going for it. Like I remember the first meeting I had with her about a feature, and like the actor won't be named, but they were like, this actor was attached to this project. And they were like, yeah, so how do you feel about him giving notes? And she was like, I mean, she took her sneaker off and started lacing it up and was like, I mean, I'm not going to tell him how to act. So
yeah.
And I was like, damn, like, and just was lacing her sneaker. I was like, I was like, okay, like you can be yourself. You know, you just got to accrue the appropriate amount of leverage,
okay,
you know, and prove yourself to fully be yourself.
Got to build up that credit.
Like, okay. Man, you know.
Yeah, no, and that's what's crazy is that you kind of come from like a lineage of like of greats, you know what I'm saying, to become great yourself in what you're doing with The Shy. And again, shout out to you, man. BND for you, bro. How many free sneakers you get, nigga? How many free sneakers you get, bro? How many free sneakers,
man?
Bro?
I don't get none, bro. I got to get plugged in with y'all. I pay for and I got a lot of sneakers. I be paying for my sneakers. I pay for my sneakers. I pay resale because I don't have time to be like camping.
Same.
But
playing
like,
reindeer games.
Shit, I just gotta have it.
I feel the same way.
I just gotta have it.
I feel the same way, bro. I gotta get it. So however I gotta get it, I'm gonna do it. But
that's fun though. All right. So you joining us in the what's our game called? The seeding game, bro. We got to get into the seeds. Holler at us. But we're gonna do another break and we're gonna get back with Justin on the show. Next song up is it's a Josh pick, man. Why you pick Rolling Papers?
Oh, should I tell y'all before or after? I mean, I picked Rolling Papers because Damo's kind of from like Inglewood adjacent.
Okay,
and I just feel like it's a good transition.
Okay, I get where you going here. So when we come back, we're gonna talk to Justin about some things that he's working on BlkPrint Radio. Be right back.